all of my 2014 favorites, or sorry, yeah, 2014. For some reason I was thinking it was 2013. But I decided instead of actually doing a blog post, I figured I would just show you guys each of my favorite products instead of actually posting about it. And I might still do that, but you know, I thought this might be faster. So anyway, I have my phone here with all of the topics, and so we will start with the first thing is a foundation. I actually don't have a favorite face primer, but that's just because I don't actually use primer. I know I probably should, but I guess I don't really feel like I need it, so I just kind of go straight to foundation. So basically, the Urban Decay Naked Skin, I'm in shade 9. This has been my favorite foundation all year long. It's such a great foundation. If you guys want to see what the color looks like on me, it's kind of right there. It pretty much, you can't even see it. Let's see, because it blends in so well right there with my natural skin tone. I actually really like it because it is a great foundation if you're taking pictures, is what I found. So this is kind of my big event, like if there's a graduation, a birthday party, you know, Christmas, stuff like that, this is my go-to foundation. Other than that, I have a few others that I wear on a day-to-day basis. This, sometimes, you know, if I just feel like glamming it up, this is what I go to. But the other two foundations I like, the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. It's the oil-free one because I have oily skin. This one is nice. It's like, I would say I can't just pick one. So I mean, this would probably be my number one for the entire year. But throughout the year, I did use this and I really liked it. Also, whenever I was just, you know, at home bumming it around, all that stuff, I would wear this one. It was the Maybelline Dream BB Pure. It's the one with 2% acne, salicylic acid for the acne treatment. And this has actually been one of my favorites as well. You guys can see that. And I would actually wear this during the summer, especially because it gets really, really hot here in the summertime. So I would wear that. I have oily skin, and this definitely controlled my acne and didn't have any breakouts. It was a perfect match for my skin, and I'm really glad they came out with this. I actually asked Lab Muffin whether she knew where to get some, because I actually saw this on her website at first and was like, oh my gosh, I love the original, but I would love the oil-free. And she actually was like, oh yeah, it's in Australia. And then I managed to somehow find it here, because I think there was a delay in when they released it in Australia, or like abroad, and then here. But yeah, there you go. Next, actually, if we just want to skip to powder, my favorite powder has been for years. You can see how dirty the top is over here. But my favorite powder for years has been the Clinique. It's their blending face powder and brush, because it comes with a brush. I'm number 5. Oop, I don't know why I'm showing you guys like the dirty side. But yeah, I'm number 5. So, and it's just, you know, it's your standard powder. I'm not gonna, yeah, there you guys can see that. I don't want to spill it. But yeah, just your standard powder. A few of my favorite brushes for the year. I'm just gonna start grabbing and, you know, make this kind of random. But my favorite brushes for the year have been, and I am not sponsored by Sigma, just so we're all clear on that. I just, you know, heard about the product from so many bloggers on YouTube and decided, hey, why not try it? Because I really kind of wanted to see if the hype was the hype, because I didn't want, so many beauty bloggers rave about it, but I'm like, okay, I know a few of them are affiliates, and I didn't know whether I could truly trust their opinion. So I was like, let me go out and actually see if what they say is true. So I actually got this, I think, for free or something like that whenever I placed a big order, and it's the E45 brush. It looks like this, and I actually just use that for in my crease, like right there. And it's the perfect crease brush. Like, I don't know what I did before I got this brush. So that's really nice. I have this brush. I use it as a blush brush for me. I actually got this, if you're from Texas, you've heard of H-E-B. It's like a drug grocery store, sort of like big, huge, kind of like super Walmart or super Target almost. But they actually have brushes, and their brushes are really cheap. I compare them to e.l.f. brushes. They're really cheap, but they also work really, really well, better than the e.l.f. I think too, because I have a couple e.l.f. brushes. And so my favorite eyeshadow brush for like liner sort of, and just kind of underneath the eye, and even for my brows, I actually use this one. It's from Eco Tools, and it's just like the small tapering right there. So that's one of my favorites. Next one. This one's from Coastal Scents. I think I got this in like an Ipsy bag or something like that. And it looks like this. If you guys can see the tip. And this is my shadow brush. It's great for just kind of like popping the shadow on your lid. And yeah, it's one of my favorites. This is, again, another Sigma one that I was like, okay, everybody seems to be raving about it. Let's go try it. It's the Sigma Flat Tapered F40. Or sorry, not F40, the F80. Yeah, F80. And yeah, 80. It's the F80. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm not telling you guys the wrong thing. And actually, this is great for buffing in your foundation. It's all I use to buff in my foundation, because I used to use like a flat brush, but it was kind of, I don't know, somebody I know referred to it as a paintbrush, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what it is. It's like a paintbrush. And I don't know, I wasn't like into that whole like brush. I felt like I got too much foundation on my face, and so now I've started using this. Love it, perfect, like it works really nicely, and yeah, I definitely recommend it. The other one that I have for you guys is this one. It's like an Eco Tools travel size, and it's actually perfect because I take it whenever I travel. Sorry about the ugly nails, guys. Okay. I actually use this for under my eye right here to put in concealer and like under eye stuff. And, well, stuff, I say, like, well, concealer, yeah, and then like under eye powder. And I just go in right here and dab it all on, and that's what I use for my under eye. I don't know. I probably should use my fourth finger because everyone says it's like, you know, that's a really sensitive area under your eyes and you should be gentle with it, but my favorite makeup remover for the year is actually the Maybelline Clean Express. Again, not sponsored by Maybelline. I just really love this concealer or cleanser. It is really, really great for removing all of your makeup. Like, I love it for my eye makeup, especially whenever I have really high, like heavy eye makeup. I think I actually got the waterproof. I don't really wear any waterproof eye makeup, but I just got this because this was the only one at the store whenever I went to go try it, and it works great for me. So anyway, I hope you like it. For my favorite palettes of the year. Palettes, eyeshadow palettes especially, are my thing. I cannot, excuse me, just pick one. So I have several. I guess at the beginning of the year I used the Nude Tude a lot, and it's actually one of my favorite palettes. I really like the neutral browns in here. Snobby, there goes that pen, but Snobby is really, really nice. Let's see, this one's Sultry and Seductive, and Sexy is also like a really nice red. I love this for the crease, but those are all some of my favorite colors, and they're, I don't know, this one's matte, and this is one of my favorite mattes actually. And then the like shiny ones, the thing I like about the Balm is these are like nice shimmery colors, but they're not like over the top shimmery. Like sometimes with Urban Decay and Too Faced, you get something that is really, really like glitter heavy, and I don't like that look a whole lot. So I do have those, but like Too Faced and Urban Decay's Naked palettes, but sometimes, you know, you're just in the mood for something that's not as glittery, and then I gravitate towards this one on like an everyday basis. Next. The other two palettes I was really, really, really loving this year are the Mrezi palette, which you guys can see there. This is limited edition, so I don't think you guys can get it anymore, but I know they release single eyeshadows of each of their eyeshadows in here, so you guys can probably buy the singles. My favorite reason for getting this palette is I wanted really good crease colors, and I know Mrezi said that she actually wanted really good crease colors and kind of like a complete palette, and I feel like she nailed it with this one. The Caramel and the Morocco are amazing crease colors, especially on girls of my skin tone. This is perfect for you. And then my other two everyday colors are Glisten and Topaz right here. Yeah, it's Topaz. Yeah, these two right here. And those are such pretty colors. So, yeah. And yeah, and Deep Plum is also another one of my favorites. It's a nice purple color. So, and then because I found out Tamana, I don't really know how you say her name, but she's South Asian is what I've heard. And so I was like, oh yeah, I have to support my fellow South Asians. And I got the Tamana palette, which I also love because she does bridal makeup. And if you're South Asian, you go to so many weddings. So I had to get this palette because I was like, oh, this is just perfect for like wearing with a sari, and I even got one of these for my mom. So my favorite colors, again here, Bengal, Chocolate, great crease colors for your eyes, and then China Rose and Sangria are just the perfect sort of, like, they match a lot of saris and even the blue here. But then like these two are really nice neutral sort of everyday colors for when you just want to glitz and glam it up. So yeah, again, I really like this palette. So those are my top palettes. Next, let's see, favorite lip balm, EOS. I have them in literally every color, and this is my favorite lip balm. So yeah, as you can see if I undo it, pretty much down to the nub on this one, but I have like 5 of them and they're all like this flat, so I need to get more, but they're amazing. They feel so good on your lips, and literally my lips are never chapped anymore. So favorite dry shampoo, this is Batiste. It's a sample size because I have my big ones in my closet and I can't find them right now. I didn't want to like go pull them out, but the cherry one is my absolute favorite. If you guys, whoopsies, have not tried the cherry, I would definitely recommend that you guys try the Batiste cherry. The only downside to these, if you have dark hair like me, is they do leave the white, but what I do is I also have the black, or like the brown sort of, the one that you can spray, and whenever I put that in, it kind of looks like I've highlighted my hair, so that's kind of cool and nice. Also, if you brush it out afterwards, it won't leave that residue. So yeah, Batiste cherry. Next, my favorite mascara. CK1 was one of my favorites. It was actually the Ulta like gift for the year for your birthday for 2013, and I really liked that mascara. I'm out of it, and then I got the Voluminous Manga lashes, which are amazing. I really like them. They give you that really voluminous, sort of long, thick, false, like, you know, basically manga lashes, like if you're into anime. They give you that, like, you know, big lash look. The other mascara I really like is MAC's Zoom Lash, but I don't have a bottle of that currently, so because I finished it. So yeah, but this guy, amazing, and it's drugstore, so that's great. Favorite way to do my brows, actually. There are 2 products. The Anastasia of Beverly Hills. I'm looking to see if there's writing on this, but I guess all the writing wore off on my pencil. I don't know what color I am in now that this is wiped off. I think I'm like a dark brown or like an ebony, I think maybe. Ebony sounds right, so maybe it's ebony. But it's just like a twist up pencil, and it has a spoolie on the other side. And I actually use a spoolie every single day, even when I don't use the Anastasia Brow Wiz, because what I actually like to do is, I'm holding a Maybelline quad. It's the Natural Smokes quad. This bottom color right here, this one, is my go-to eye shade. I, you know, brush that in with actually the brush that I showed you guys earlier, this one. So I brush it in with that brush so that I get like the perfect brow, and then I run my spoolie through here from the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and then if I'm in a hurry some days and I don't want to mess with all that, I'll just use the pen guy. So those are my 2 brow products for the year. And I've used those for years, so they're like amazing. My favorite lip scrub is the Popcorn Lip Scrub from Lush. This one is like super, super old, but yeah, that's what it looks like. It's super grainy. It gets your lips super, super, super clean, and yeah, I swear by this stuff. So, next, moving on to lip products, because I talked about the lip scrub. Lip products. So again, I couldn't narrow down my favorite lip products. Sorry, I couldn't narrow down my favorite lip products. I'm like looking into my basket to make sure I've gotten everything. I couldn't narrow down my favorite lip products, so I have a few, because girly changes up her lipstick, you know, like every other day. But Photo is a limited edition product, but it's like your perfect 90s brown. I should do a swatch of it for you guys. If you can find it at MAC still, I would say get it. If you can't, try to find something similar. But it literally looks like that. It's such a beautiful color. And it's perfect 90s lip, but it's also really nice for girls with dark skin, because it's kind of like a nudie natural chocolate brown, and it's calm enough to wear for work every day. The other one that I liked is Verve, and this one is not limited edition, so you can find this still. And this is for right there. Also a nice sort of neutral everyday look for when you're going to the office or whatever. And I really like that shade. The next one is Sensual Sparks. That is Sensual Sparks on the end right there. It's a nice nude color. I wore it at the beginning of the year. It's nice for brown toned girls. Maybe if you're like a little bit lighter than me. It's also really good for, I guess, white girls because it's kind of like that. It'll show more browny pink on you. I know it looks like it's washing me out here, but whenever I got it, I was a little bit lighter in skin tone and it seemed to work a little bit better. But yeah. Next one. This is YSL's Rouge Volupté in number 3, and that is one of my favorite nudes as well, right down here. It's super, super, super pretty. And then, I have to smush it down because it's broken. It's very sad. I need a new one. But it's expensive, and I try to use it, you know, all up. Let me wipe my hands on a napkin before I continue. Okay. Last one. Again, another limited edition. Why? Because I'm a big fan of nudes, and Proenza Schuler. Love it, love it, love it. The brand, so I had to get it. Another nude down there. I think it's the perfect nude. It's really pretty. Kind of like a pinky brown, more on the pink side on my skin tone, and I really like that. So it was my another favorite for 2013. As far as lip gloss goes, let's see. The Kardashians, this is back whenever it was still Chroma, is when I got this. It's called In the Buff. It's like one of the nude sets that you can get, and I really, really, really like it. Again, these are, I don't know if I mentioned this, these are my 2013 favorites. Some of these products, I know like some bloggers will only restrict it to products that came out in 2013 and their favorites of those products. For me, it's more my favorite products of 2013. So some of these might be products that I've used for years and I still loved in 2013, so I've included them in here. So I might not necessarily have bought them in 2013, but I used them a lot in 2013. So, and these are definitely, I think a lot of them, unless they're limited edition, you can still find in stores. So like this is the Chroma In the Buff, and it's just like a nice nude for like gloss, like for over, you know, one of these colors, so that you get like a nice sheen to your lips. The other one that I really, really, really like, and so does my sister, if you guys can see that up there, this is a limited edition MAC in Fashion Punch is what it's called, and it came out in, I forgot which collection actually. I thought it went with one of these on my hands that were limited edition, but it doesn't. It was another collection. This is what it looks like. I know my sister really liked this color, and so I found her, I think it's MAC Lust. It is really, really, really close to this color. So if you're a South Asian girl and you're kind of about my skin tone and you're like looking for the perfect nude lip gloss, this is going to be it, girls. This is so beautiful, and I definitely encourage you to try it. It's one of those that, because I know sometimes it can be hard to find the perfect color for like our skin tone. I know in India, MAC actually has their own colors that they put out because our skin tone is so interesting, kind of, and just different from everyone else's. But Fashion Punch works great. It's one of the few that they put out here that I've loved this year. The next thing for eyeliner is the Master Precise by Eye Studio. It's Maybelline, and it's just really nice. It's like a felt tip pen basically, sort of, and that's kind of the line you get with it. I drew it on a little thicker. You can go thinner if you want to, like that. This one's kind of running out, which is the reason I kind of bear down and get this like really thick line. I like a little bit of a thicker line. If you look on Instagram, I had a cat eye, and this is actually the liner that I used for that. So, I'm doing a lot of talking. Okay, for bronzer this year, I really liked this Jane bronzer. This is what it looks like. Just kind of to contour. Also, NARS's Laguna. I actually have that as well. This Jane is in the color Empower. I actually have NARS's Laguna as well, and I really like that to contour. As well, I don't actually have it with me in this video to show because I left it at a friend's house. So, yeah. Again, favorite blushes. Again with the NARS. So the NARS palette that I was actually loving is last year's Christmas palette. It's the one, this year they had the virtual domination with like the 4 blushes and then a huge Laguna thing. Last year it was 5 blushes and like 1 Laguna. I got that for Christmas last year, or my birthday, from my sister. And actually, I love NARS Orgasm. That's going to be my favorite blush, and so is Deep Throat. Those are like my 2 all-time favorite blushes for 2013. But in that palette, I had the Laguna as well. So kind of that whole palette was like my blush and bronzer go-to. I use it to travel a lot, which is why it's not with me right now. It's, you know, off traveling. And so, yeah, my other favorite blushes though, because I liked Orgasm and because, you know, I kind of left that palette at my friend's, I have Spring Sheen, which is a dupe for NARS Orgasm in my opinion. It looks like this, and I wish I had Orgasm so I could show you what the dupe looks like. Let's try swatching it somewhere else. But it's just like that nice sort of peachy pink sheen from Spring Sheen. The other dupe for NARS Orgasm that I also have is the Milani Rose d'Oro. And where can I swatch that? Swatch it right next to, wait, this is such a bad idea. Okay. Those two. See, like, I guess I swatched a heavier Rose d'Oro, so now it's like bright, it looks brighter, but they're actually dupes for each other. Right there, I don't know if you can tell. My light is starting to fade, which is not good. Okay. And then let's see. My other one, sorry my hands are so awkward, I've got swatches and I'm going to try not to get it on my sweater thing because this is new and I kind of like it. The last one that I wanted to swatch for you is Gingerly. If you guys can see that. But that's what Gingerly looks like in natural light in the palette. It's the perfect sort of nude brown color for your cheeks. It's my no makeup blush sort of whenever I want something that like that looks natural, or something that doesn't distract from, like if I do like a big eye look or like a heavy lip and I want like my cheeks to not look so red or pinky because they'll like take away from my lips or my eyes, I wear this one. So MAC Gingerly, it's amazing. Next. My concealers for the year are, of course, NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in Caramel, and I actually want to see if I can find the Maybelline Fit Me in a color that is close to my skin tone so I can recommend it to you guys. So I will let you know. Also, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This is in Honey. It's actually to kind of cover up dark circles, and so I go in with this. It's a brightener. I put this on first underneath my eyes, and then I go back on top of it with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and then finally I'll go set it with some powder. Okay. My favorite highlighters for the year. A Mary Lou Manizer. This is a sample I got in like my Ipsy box or something like that, I think a while back. So yeah, it's just a nice champagne shade. This one is also really, really nice for, excuse me. It's really nice for, what was I going to say? I just went blank. It's really nice for your eyes as well, for like an eyeshadow, but it's also perfect for a highlighter. And sometimes when I just want like a powder, this is what I'll pick for a highlighter. If I want not a powder for a highlighter and like, you know, more of like a stick, I'll go with the Benefits Watts Up. And that looks like this, if you guys can see how shiny that is. Let's give you guys a better swatch. Like that. picking it up? No, okay. This is like, I guess, I don't know. I guess I'll just show it to you like this. But it's really, really shiny, and it's like a really beautiful champagne color. If you can see my arm there. I'm getting like a weird lighting in here now, but that's what it looks like. And then next we have my favorite under eye primers. My two under eye primers that I really like are the Victoria's Secret Pro Eyeshadow Primer. They just have one color. It's $10. It's really cheap. You can get it at Victoria's Secret. I always pick mine up whenever, you know, they do like you buy so much and then you get like the free gift card that you can see like whether it has like 10, 20, 50 or $100 on it. I always buy these whenever I get that card, just because it's $10. You can get this and you don't have to spend any money on your own. You just use that gift card. The other thing that I like more than that actually though is the Sigma Base in Persuade. It's really nice for actually neutralizing your eye color, and I feel like it works a little bit better than the Victoria's Secret primer. This is a little bit pricier. I don't remember. I think this was like $11 or $12 maybe. It might even be up to $18. I can't remember how much this went for on Sigma's website because I bought it a while ago. But I really like it because I just apply it with my finger and it gives a nice white cast to my eye so that whatever color I put on top of it, it is actually brighter. The Victoria's Secret primer kind of goes on clear, so it doesn't cancel out or neutralize any of my eye. So I like this for neutralizing my eye. Alright. Last things. Apparently I forgot to talk about my other favorite concealer for the year, so back with concealers. This one, it's the Bobbi Brown concealer in Dark Peach. It's perfect for brown girls that are my skin tone. If you have like the dark purple sort of under eye circles like I do, the peach will actually, because it's got like an orange tone to it, it'll cancel out the purple and you'll get like a nice neutral eye. So this is what I reached for most of 2014. So, okay. My favorite eyeshadows for the year. My favorite single eyeshadow has been Swiss Chocolate. I actually just put it in my crease whenever I'm just, you know, every day doing like a really quick eyeshadow look. This is perfect. I change out my lid color a lot, or I reach for palettes, so I don't really have like a favorite lid color in a single eyeshadow. But Swiss Chocolate, this one's really beautiful. And let's see if I have a clean hand to swatch it for you guys. That's what it looks like. It's super, super, super beautiful. The other eyeshadows that I've really loved this year, again, like I said, not sponsored by Sigma. None of these are sponsored. Nothing in this video is sponsored. So it's completely my own opinion. The Sigma, this color, this is Ginger Pumpkin. And I really like this color because I wanted an orange color because orange is just so different in makeup. And this was like a nice spring summer color. I actually, I think with the Maya Mia palette, I was seeing like looks that people were doing. And there was like a really nice like peachy, almost orangey shade in there that when I was looking around, it kind of looked orange on some girls that were doing like their eye makeup. And I was like, oh, well, the peachy pink probably won't look peachy pink on me. I was like, I'll just get a true orange so I can kind of have like a little bit of orange in my eye looks. And this was kind of like the perfect soft pastel, really nice orange look. Yeah. And then the other one that I really liked, just for like a soft summer spring look, is this guy. If you can look at my pinky right there, it's kind of pinkish. Pink, pick it up. Yeah. Okay. It's this one, and it is Apricot Flower, and it's another little single from Sigma. So, yeah, all swatched up on my hands too. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know some of your favorites for the year 2014, and yeah, let me know how you like this whole video thing. I'm kind of like putting it together and trying to improve. So let me know if you like this format or if you just like it on the blog or on Instagram. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Bye!